currently at the AGCO warehouse and we've just been given word that the new Massey Ferguson 9S has just landed in the country. And the wait is over. I can see it coming up the road here right now. This tractor is available in 6 horsepower models, ranging from 285 to 425. This is the highest horsepower ever produced by Massey Ferguson in a tractor. Rolling off the truck, we have the 340 horsepower model. The 9S continues with our Protect View design concept, a unique design from Massey Ferguson, where the cab is separated from the engine, which reduces noise, vibration and heat generation in the cab. These machines are also fitted with the industry-proven 50km Dyna VT variable transmission. The 9S has 2 hydraulic pump options, with the choice of either a 205 litre a minute single pump or 340 litre a minute dual pump. We can also have up to 6 electric rear remotes and 2 electric front remotes when coupled with the pipe linkage options. The wheelbase for this tractor is 3.1 metres and can offer a turning radius of 5.75 metres. There is a lot of options available to be able to configure this machine to suit your operation. If you have a why, the Massey Ferguson 9S can deliver the how. Across New Zealand, we're going to have 2 Massey Ferguson 9S demonstrators moving around from dealership to dealership. We're going to have one in the North Island, one in the South. To learn more about the new 9S, please visit our website or contact your local Massey Ferguson dealership.